And boom, we are live once again. What's going on, everyone? Welcome in. Hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. Hope you're all staying safe out there. So today, very excited. We're going to be checking out the brand new track called The Collection by Signs of the Swarm. So, if you're brand new to this channel, I am a gigantic Signs of the Swarm fan. Basically my first track that really got me into extreme metal or deathcore or whatever, brutal death metal, whatever you want to call it, was Cesspool of Ignorance by Signs of the Swarm, which was released on Slam Worldwide, I think, like, what, three and a half years ago now, and I think that's got over 2 million views, so it's, that makes me very happy. I listened to that song and I was like, wow, I don't know what the fuck this is, but this is really, really fucking cool. And then since there, it's just been an obsession with extreme metal. And I've liked everything they've produced, everything. I like them with CJ, I like them with Dave, just everything. I like everything they've ever done. And their last track, Pernicious, which came out 3 months ago, blew me away. It really, really did. It still sounds like Signs of the Swarm, but they've just added so many more layers to their sound. Absolutely loved it. Just really didn't have a bad word to say about it. And now we've got a new track, which came out 2 days ago. Yeah. So somehow I resisted the urge to listen to this song, because there's so many songs out there that I'm like, ooh, I really want to listen to this, but let's save it. Let's save it for a reaction, so I can share the experience with you guys. So without further ado, let me just get everything set up here, and then we can check this track out. I just want to give a very, very quick shout out as well to the lead, to the vocalist of Signs of the Swarm, Dave. I went to a Signs of the Swarm gig in Manchester. I think it was maybe 2 years ago, before all this COVID shit kicked off, which was just, it feels like another, it just feels like a different universe, guys, doesn't it? It really, really does. Feels like another dimension. The gig was amazing. And after the gig, I spoke to Dave, and he took like 15, I think possibly 20 minutes out of his very busy schedule to actually like come and sit down with me and like, like chat, and like, we bullshitted back and forth and stuff. So if at any point, Dave, you stumble across this video, thank you. It meant a lot to me that you would take the time out to just speak to a scrub like me. So really appreciate that. Super, super cool guy. That meant a lot to me. But so I'm gonna stop fanboying over here. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. That was weird. I don't know what that... doesn't matter. Does not matter. Fuck it, let's get on with this. Okay. Oh boy, new Signs of the Swarm. We are so not worthy. Okay, one more time before we get into this. Signs of the Swarm. The Collection. Released via Unique Leader Records 2 days ago. Let's go. I dig this. It's like Signs have 3 lead singers in this track. This is so fucking cool. Oh yeah, okay son. Alright, I see you. I see you. Okay. Okay. Signs of the Swarm. Excuse me. Signs of the Swarm, the collection. Okay, cool. So, wasn't expecting. I definitely wasn't expecting that. So just to start with, within the first, I would say about 30 seconds of the song, the what I was talking about with Signs of the Swarm diversifying their sound just happened immediately. The ambience that these guys are creating and putting into their songs right now is really, really, really cool. It sounded the guitar parts that featured really heavily in Pernicious and helped that stand out were featured quite heavily in this song as well. They've really been they've really diversified their sound. It'll be very interesting to see what the album sounds like when it drops, because the evolution of Signs of the Swarm has been really, really cool. One thing I wasn't expecting from this song is that whenever you see that there's going to be guest vocalists in the song, what I usually expect is, and what we all usually expect is for the lead singer to be doing 90% of it, and then maybe it's usually towards the last quarter of the song. You guys know what I'm talking about. Look towards the last quarter of the song, and then the guest vocalist comes in. That was legitimately like there was 3 vocalists in Signs of the Swarm. I really, really was not expecting that. I wasn't expecting that guitar solo as well. That almost had a slightly rocky, kind of classic metal vibe to it. It was unexpected, very, very unexpected. It took me unawares. I fucking loved that. You could really, really hear the influence from the other 2 bands as well. Because let me just make sure I get this right. It's Nick Arthur, who, according to Google, was in a band called Molotov Solution, and Matt Honeycutt is from a band called Kublai Khan. Kublai Khan? I think that's how you say that. That's a band that I'm aware of, but not listen to that much, but you could really, really hear the influence in that song from Kublai Khan, because I'm pretty sure they're kind of like they're kind of closer to being like a beatdown hardcore style band than Signs of the Swarm are. That was definitely the most hardcore sounding that Signs of the Swarm, for me anyway, that Signs of Sound of ever sounded. That's why I kept on going like, oh, okay. It took me by surprise. It really, really did. And I like Curveballs. I fucking loved that. I thought it was really, really good. Signs of the Swarm are just... Signs just continue to be incredibly, incredibly consistent with every single thing that they release. And can I also just point out as well how fucking cool their music videos are? Good lord. These guys just cannot produce a bad music video. Yeah. Loved it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Like everything, like every goddamn thing about it. I like the visuals. I like the Dave's got some of the nastiest vocals on the scene right now. Not only nasty, but also very, very distinct. Very, very distinct. I can't quite... They almost sound a bit raspy. I don't know if that's the right word. Is it raspy? I don't know. They've got a very, very unique quality to them. Not only are they like, you know, very strong and, you know, very powerful and all that type of stuff, but they actually stand out as well. He's one of my favorite vocalists on the scene for that reason, and there was a particular part during that where I was like, oh my god, my ears, I'm going to need to wash my ears out with soap after this. It's so nasty. Yeah, big thumbs up. Signs of the Swarm, showing that they are just one of the best excuse me, one of the best, one of the best, one of the heaviest, one of the most consistent bands on the extreme metal scene, and they are continuing to evolve their sound. So what this album is going to sound like, I don't know. I think I remember a post by a member of the band saying that Pernicious wasn't actually going to be featured on an album. It was kind of just like a standalone track. I could be talking out my ass there though, but I do seem to have that memory. So whether or not that's going to be on their album, I don't know. But to me, that sound... I don't think the new album is going to sound like that, because you could really, really hear the influence from Kublai Khan and Molotov Solution. I've not heard Molotov Solution, but I'm definitely going to say that they sound like a kind of beat-down, hardcore style band. You could really hear the influence there, so I don't know if the rest of the album is going to sound like that, but ultimately, I really don't know, because Signs, like I said about 50 times in this video, continue to diversify their sound and continue to evolve their sound. Very, very impressive stuff. So, obviously, once you're done with this video, go and give Signs a follow, give them a share, give them a like, check out, go all the way back, listen to Cesspool of Ignorance, listen to Malevolent Enslavement, listen to everything. Listen to everything they've made. They've never missed, in my opinion. Go check out Molotov Solution and Kublai Khan as well. Give all those bands a like, give them a follow. If you've got some disposable income and they've got some good merch, maybe snap some of that up as well. Help all these guys through these very, very crazy, uncertain times. I'm going to go and listen to that a bunch more times. And yeah, thank you for joining me, guys. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.